Game with the Host, and today I'm gonna be making a video, a live stream. Hopefully it saves on my YouTube, and I'm gonna be building a semi-custom PC. You could say it's custom. What we got here right now, we got a Dell with the with a Core i3. My bad. So yeah, we got this bad boy right here. I know it works for sure. It's all different kind of power supplies, so I wonder how that's gonna play out, because I do have my own power supplies right now. So I have another case. We're not gonna use this old case anymore. It's too small. We're gonna upgrade the GPU. Okay, the CPU, we're gonna leave it how it is. I'm gonna leave the thermal paste how it is, but I will definitely get some new thermal paste in there. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Dropped the phone. All right, so yeah, so I'm definitely gonna get some new thermal paste in here later. I might live stream the drive to Micro Center. And I'm back in California. I was in Arizona for a bit visiting a friend. It was a really nice time. So, but today we're gonna be working on this bad boy right here, because I don't want this to go to waste, and I know it works. I have some very important stuff in here, and we're gonna be booting it up, and we're gonna be giving it a second life, if you would say. Core i3. It's gonna be pretty awesome, not gonna lie. So stay tuned. We're gonna be doing this right now. So I already removed right now so we're gonna be gutting it out pretty much, right? This is what we're working with here. Let me pick up my TV here. This is my PC right here. If you know me, I recently dropped water on my PC. I broke the other components, but I pretty much gave it a second life here. I used another kind of parts here, but we're not gonna get into that right now. But I did use another kind of part right here, so it's gonna be pretty awesome. Right now, I'm gonna play some. I'm gonna play like a little game in the background here, and we're gonna work on the PC. Check this out. Right here, we got the Radeon graphics. Check how old this one is, buddy. Sorry about that. Check this out. We got this old Radeon right here. Check this out, dude. Look at this old thing, dude. But it's pretty cool because I had display port. But we're gonna be using something way bigger upgrade. Way bigger upgrade. So yeah, so it seems I can't rotate it here. All right, so hopefully that works good. But yeah, brother, we got the Radeon graphics here, AMD. But what I'm gonna be throwing in this one is a GTX 780. It's a 3 GB card. It's not that bad of a card. It's still a power hog of a card. Really good card. I have two of them. One of them seems to not be working, but that's okay, because the second one is actually really good. I used it for a lot of time in my years. It's a really good. It's a MSI Twin Frozer 780. So it's a really good GPU. 3 GB of GDR5 memory. So we're doing pretty good. Let me start up some game here in the background and show you guys my PC. So, because I'm really excited. I just fixed this thing. I know I probably should have live streamed it, but I didn't even know if I was gonna be able to do it. So I didn't put on live stream, but I maybe should have. But I'd say that getting Microsoft to run on an X58 chipset is actually the hardest thing you can possibly do, because I almost tore my hair out trying to fix that thing, dude. It was insane, dude. Trying to get the X58, like it's only you have to, what you have to do to get the X58 chipset BIOS to recognize a bootable drive is the drive has to be an NTFS. When you go into Rufus, not FAT32, NTFS. When you go into Rufus with a cluster size default at 4 gigabytes or something like that, and the OS, you have to install it. So the way I did it was I got all that. I made it myself. I didn't use the Windows Media Creation tool. I did everything myself, as in, like, I used Rufus. It does it for you really quick. And once I put all the information on Rufus, and we created a bootable drive, I booted into that drive with only the drive I was gonna install Windows in and the bootable drive. And for quite some time with the Xeon, it doesn't it like the X58 only supports mostly Xeons, really. But the problem with Xeons is that they're just not compatible with all types of memory. So the memory that I was using was PNY memory 1333. But now we got it. That's what I was using, PNY 1333. That's the one I was originally using. But you see, the Xeon didn't like that, though. The Xeon didn't like using that memory, because it probably was an ECC memory. It probably wasn't clocked, ultimately to 1066. It says it supports 1333, but maybe it only supports ECC memory 1333, and I just don't have the money for that ECC memory, and it's pretty pricey. But I mean, if you got the money to spend on it, I would suggest using an Extreme i7, because that completely has compatibility with all memory, even if it's clocked, even if it's gaming memory, whatever. But for me personally, I didn't have that choice. I only had the choice of going back to the CPU I originally had in there, which was an i7-920. And the Xeon that I was using was a 5660X. That one wasn't compatible really with all memories. I kept getting crashes, blue screens. As you can see right now, we haven't, like, the Xeon was just taking so long to just process. I took the Xeon out. I replaced it with the i7-920. I do intend to get a i7-990X or a 980X, because those are really fast cores, and this one is pretty fast already. I mean, I never thought I would get this thing running on a potato, but as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I got it running, okay? We're playing the latest game, Resident Evil 4, made in 2023, okay? Check this out. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Resident Evil 4 2023 started right up, no problem. Resident Evil 4, ladies and gentlemen. And unfortunately, I can't really live stream from my computer right now, because my internet is just not fast enough. I need to get a faster internet. Maybe like something like Starlink, or maybe like maybe the box from that they sell at Walmart, that it just gives you internet and stuff like that. Maybe I could get one of those. But for right now, this is what I'm working with, just a live stream right now. Don't worry, we're gonna fix the PC right now. I just want to show you guys this running in the background and keeping us warm, because I know it's gonna get colder later, and this thing's gonna keep us really nice and toasty. All right. So it's loading up right now. Unfortunately, I have this thing on a hard drive. That's why it's kind of taking a little bit. Here, my friend wanted me to send him the link to the YouTube live, so that's what I'm going to do right now. All right, so there you go. Resident Evil 6. No, I'm sorry. Resident Evil 4. Sorry, Resident Evil 4. It might not look like it's not running at 60 FPS, but unfortunately, the CPU does have a limit because it's not a unlocked CPU. It's clocked at a low frequency at 2800 megahertz, 2806 megahertz. Check this out. So that's my clocks right there. We got the GPU running at 129 Fahrenheit, about 40, 50, 60% usage. 2000 megahertz on the clock. I overclocked it about 105 on the clock. Got me 2000 on the boost clock. Right now it does boost up to like 280 watts of power. Not that bad. Right now I'm using about 8.1 gigabytes of VRAM. The memory clock is running at 6003 megahertz. The CPU is running at 129 Fahrenheit, and with a CPU usage of about 56, it boosts up to like 99 sometimes because the game is just so new. But the CPU is not that bad actually. It's doing its due diligence for its age. It came out in August 2008. So for 2800 megahertz, there is. I already had this one, didn't have to buy it. It was already installed in the X58 chipset that I bought from this guy. But that's how much RAM we're using. About, you say 8 gigabytes, 7.8, you know. This is a very consumative RAM game. As you can see, this is a very high, like it's really responsive. This is a chipset from 2008, and it's very responsive. It might not seem like it's running at 60 FPS, but unfortunately, it is, you know. So that's a pretty good thing. And it looks like it bogs down, but aside from that, it works just fine. You know, I could play really good. It's not crashing. It's running at 4K visuals. Here, let me show you my options here, my graphics. So yeah, we got it's running at 1080p. I could upscale it using DSR, dynamic super resolution. I could upscale it to 4K, but that would just put too much of a strain on my CPU and my GPU. And as you can see, this is you see the i7 990X. That one is a 6-core 12 thread, so that one would do really good. But because this is a multi-thread game, you know, it's using too much of the 4-core 8 thread already. Or it could be to the point where it might have locked some of the cores. I'm not too sure, but I will have to check that in the BIOS. But I'm pretty sure everything is running okay with the CPU as far as it can take. But yeah, this is my settings here. My PC specifications, as you can see, I got the i7 920 running at 8.67 gigahertz. It boosts up to 2800 megahertz. My RAM is at 16 gigs. Got the GPU, got the NVIDIA Titan XP running at PCI Express 2.2. If I made that correctly because this X58 workstation P6 Pro is running at the latest BIOS, so I assumed that it would be running PCI 2.2, not PCI 2.0, but 2.2 is still pretty good, you know. We got, you know, right now we're using current VRAM. I don't want to max it out, which I can over 12, but I don't want to max it out right now. It just puts too much of a strain on it. But right now with the VRAM, we got 7.78 gigabytes, 11.9 out of 11.9 gigabytes. The driver version right now, we're using the 56636. So it's 5.6636, or no, I'm sorry, it's 566.36, sorry. And that's my PC specification, running at 4K, 1080p, 60 FPS. We got the super resolution turned to off, but I could turn it on. It drops a little bit of the load off, but off it seems to not to seem to do anything. But as you can see, this is how much VRAM I'm using now with the effects. It's all maxed out, and this card came out in 2018, about August as well. The NVIDIA Titan X small P, running pretty good. Texture quality on the VRAM is about 4 gigs. Like I said, I don't want to max it out, but I can. I guess we could throw 6 gigs in there. Wouldn't be that bad. See, as you can see, I'm on the red. Don't want to throw it too much over. But yeah, you know, it's a pretty good build I got going on here. It's not that bad. Here, let me turn on the thing so you can see my actual build here. That's my build. And let me turn on this thing here. So that's my PC right there. Got the PNY, got the i7 running with the big turbo cooler there. Let me take off the panel. And that's my PC right there. It's not that bad. Got hard drives. I put them there instead of putting fans there. I put my hard drives. But it's not running that bad. Got the NVIDIA Titan XP. Got the 1000-watt Supernova P2 running pretty good. Everything's running like it should, you know. When you touch this thing, it's actually not that hot. Running all right. Not that bad. So I just seem like like recording a live stream would kind of be a little bit easier for me. In terms of instead of recording a video in here, because it's not visually appealing, but at least with the live stream I can kind of just, you know, section an area that I'm going to be using to, you know, record the video. But we're gonna get into the dynamics here, folks. Give me 1 second here. My lights turn different color. I don't know why, but sorry about that. But yeah, we're gonna get into that right now, ladies and gentlemen, and stay tuned, because I mean, look, we're gonna keep this running the whole time here. This is Resident Evil 4, you know, favorite love game. So we're gonna keep Leon in the background there. All right, we're gonna get started on that PC. I know I had to go on a rant about all this other stuff, but unfortunately the live stream will be saved on my channel, so you'll be able to rewatch it again from the beginning. But this is what we're working with, man. We're gonna keep this running for the remainder of the time, just to show you that my system is bulletproof now, because I had dropped water on it. And my friend knows that I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I put the cup over here, and because I was on a shift, you know, the water spilled all the way over here, and it made its way all the way to directly to the side, directly to the side where I had already caught fire on the motherboard. I don't know, man. Directly to the side where I had caught, where I had, it was fire right there, okay? The VRAM, something with the memory, the DRAM, my bad, the DRAM, it had caught fire and the water just so happened to spill that area, okay? It could have spilled over here on this side in the front, probably towards the front, but no, it spilled directly towards the back, okay? And it fried the motherboard. It did not start. I donated it to Goodwill and I gave them a bunch of TVs. It's done, okay? We got the dyno running and this is what's happening. Check this out, brother. This is what we're gonna take out from the build we're gonna be doing, which is this one right here. All right, so this is the build right here, brother. This is the build right here. This works, all right? So I'm not gonna say it doesn't work. This works. The last one I had didn't work. I didn't like the case. It didn't have a way of closing the case, but let me show you the case. This is the case right here. And it's a way better case. It's more of like a box, so you can fit a bigger power supply. You can fit a bigger graphics card. This one is way too small. We're working with Slim Jim here. This is not what you want. You want this right here, brother. Check this out. You want this right here. This size computer is gonna get you this performance right here in the background. This computer is gonna be running and it's not gonna stop until you throw water on it. Hopefully you don't, but until you throw water on it or you submerge it in acid, okay? This is gonna keep running, or a forest fire, however you wanna do it. This is gonna keep running. I'm gonna completely 100% be truthful to you that this is gonna be running as long as we're on live here, okay? This is what we're working with. Well, you see, this is what I'm talking about. This is why live is kind of strange, because this kind of stuff happens, you see? You can almost fuck up the TV, but you see, you got to work with it. But this is what I got here at the thrift store. We got it for $15, but they knocked off $5 because I donated a bunch of stuff, which was pretty much worth, like, I don't know, upwards of $300. But I've already spent so much money on it that I might as well just give it away, because why not? You know, they have to pay for stuff, you know? People have to pay for stuff, so you have to give them stuff for them to sell. And I gave them a bunch of Xbox and a bunch of controllers and a bunch of wires and tools. I'm just a generous person, man. I cannot be evil. I'm just telling you that right now. This is gonna, hopefully we can resell this computer for $300, actual gaming performance that's gonna be running the latest games, and on not the latest hardware, but it's gonna be running the latest games that are gonna be awesome for anyone to be able to play. You know, you're not gonna be able to sit at home and say, I need a $700 PS5 or whatever, when you could buy this computer right here that's gonna get you the same amount of performance, maybe a little bit lesser, but at the same time you're gonna be able to play, you know, with your friends, and, you know, just experience the next gen hardware, and you could upgrade too. So you see what I mean, you know? Stuff's falling here, but hopefully it doesn't crack my screen here. But this is what we're working with, you know? I just pulled out the optical drive. We're gonna pull out the rest out the other one, but this is how much we paid, $10 for this nice case, man. Check this out, dude. This is wonderful. Look, it's like you could put a disc drive in here and everything. So if you still want to like record DVDs or put DVDs in here and save your stuff, look, it's gonna be able to have like a optical drive in there. I don't know, I might have to kind of mod it a bit because it's a smaller optical drive. But either way, it's gonna work. Or what I can do is I'll probably give my drive away, which can fit in here. I got another drive in there that I use to watch movies. So at the same time, I could probably give that one away, because I mean, for $300 and you could watch movies, you could play old games, you could play new games. It's gonna be a steal, man. $300, man. It's gonna. Put that there, right there. Put that one there. Hopefully that looks all right. So yeah, I got the setup here. Messing up my mat. I could put a shirt down here. But yeah, this is what we're working with here. I'm gonna leave it in the background just so we don't forget the ultimate purpose of all this. But yeah, let me show you the GPU we're gonna be upgrading from this. All right, man. Well, this is not the one actually, but yeah, this is not the one. All right. Oh, it's right here. All right, so the GPU we're gonna be going with, because this one somehow, I don't know what they did to it. They like upgraded, they did something to the BIOS to the point where they're like, they did something to the BIOS where the point where they're, somehow they downclocked the GPU some way. Somehow they downclocked the GPU. I forgot, there's a lot of vibrations here. What am I thinking? But this thing's indestructible. It won't break. Look, it's like built like a tank. Look at that thing. It's built like a tank. Yeah. Put this somewhere right here. But yeah. Somehow what they did with this was like they did like a BIOS swap. So as you can see, there's no sticker that tells you the BIOS revision. Usually there's like a sticker that tells you the BIOS well, it's right here, but usually it doesn't tell you like this. Let me show you the difference. Yeah, it doesn't tell you like that. There's an official BIOS, like there's official stuff on how it's supposed to tell you the BIOS, right? And this is official right here. Yeah, pretty much this is official right here. Let me show you really quick here. This is official right here. If I can get this to focus, that's official right there. It tells you the model of what the card is, right? That one just gives me a BIOS number with a barcode, but it doesn't tell me what kind of card it is. But this one, as you can see, it says right there, 7A twin frozer, 3 GB overclocked, twin frozer. Yeah, right. This is exactly what it says on the sticker. But this is an official sticker, and the one that's over there, the one that's on the other one, is not the official one. So there's a difference, you know. There's the retail tell you what it really is, which is this is the retail official sticker, and this being maybe like a project card, like I don't know how to tell you, like, you know, I don't know how to tell you. Some graphics cards will downclock the PCI lanes, so it doesn't matter if you put it in a 1.1 or in a 2, it will still run. But this one somehow, maybe like the CPU was limited, that it didn't really, I don't know, they did something with this. But this is the one we're going to be using because of the reason that the BIOS that they slapped on this actually lets us go above 4,000 RPM on, well, it lets us go to 4,000 RPM on the graphics card. So 4,000 RPM, you can just imagine how cool this thing's gonna be. It might be a little noisy, but that's why we picked out the case that you can actually put somewhere else, so you don't have to have it next to you. You can put it behind something, or clean it out later, or you could do whatever you want. But this is actually, I paid a lot of money for this one, and I intend to get my return at least, plus the hardware that I already have. I didn't really spend too much on, but that's just I guess you could say it's an appreciation price for someone still willing to dabble in like old hardware. I'm not gonna dabble too much into the past, but what I will say is I will dabble a little bit into the past. You know what I'm saying? Because this is still like 2013, 2014 era when EVGA designed this kind of card. But like I'm saying, this card was either something custom that they got from someone else, because as you can see, there is no retail sticker, so it's not like it came out of a retailer with this BIOS. It's you know what I'm saying, like why is the card on PCI 3.0 and it's not running PCI 3.0, it's running PCI 2.0? And the reason why I know is because I was already testing these GPUs for a long time. And this one, when I first got it, was my first affectation. Right now, the GPU I got, like I'm telling you, is a 12 gigabyte VRAM. So that thing can play anything. 6 gigabyte, 12 gigabyte, whatever. I had this one on top of it. So what I did is this card blows a lot of air, okay? A lot of air. This is my configuration from back in the day. And this is how I was using. This one has a lot of reliability. The 780 Twin Frozer. As you can see, I had to break it off the side here to fully support SLI 3-way, because I have the other one. I have the third one right there that's broken, unfortunately. But this was my configuration back in the day, not too long ago. Maybe 4 years ago. This is my configuration back in the day right here. So this one was blowing about 4,200 RPM on air onto this one. But this one is so good, it's so reliable that it just gets too hot though. This one can go up to like shut off the PC if it gets too hot. That's the thing with this one. I could throw the cooler. As you can see, it has the same bolt pattern. You can't really see that, but it has the same bolt pattern. I could probably throw the cooler from this one onto this one. But then again, this is a good card too. Aside from it running PCI 2.0, it's still a good card. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. I upgraded so far into the, I upgraded so it took me so long to upgrade. But I'm happy with what I have. As you can see, it's still running in the background there. It's probably getting a little bit hot, but that's okay because I don't have I can't really run the card to run the heater. So the PC is like a heater. Right now it's doing about the CPU and the GPU is about 138 Fahrenheit. They're both running in sync with each other. I don't know what's going on here, but as you can see, the system is bulletproof and it's going, man. But this is my configuration, man. I was using this one for display, right? Because this one is really strong, more reliability on the MSI here. But this one, like I said, it was a little bit less reliable just because it's running 2.0, PCI 2.0. This one was running at 3.0. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of a difference in there in mega transfers. But I mean, we're talking about 2 teraflops. These cards are outputting about 2 teraflops. The card I have now is about max about 13 teraflops of 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 constant bandwidth. Okay, so we're talking like about 600 gigabytes of bandwidth. You know, this could not run it. These are just heirs to the NVIDIA Titans. Okay, but you know, I mean, from the time having these, man, I mean, I feel like I never was disappointed. I could play really any game I wanted to play. I was never disappointed because I always wanted to play League of Legends with my cousin, but I couldn't, right? So I was playing on a potato, a freaking iMac G4. It was horrible. I was playing on a laptop Mac G4, trying to play League of Legends with fucking Dan. Okay, it was crazy, man. You know what I mean? It was crazy. Having this in my hand, dude, and having that in my system, coming from the Mac G4, we were talking 256 megabytes of VRAM. 256 megabytes of VRAM. And now look at me, man. 12 gigabytes. I may not do ray tracing. I mean, I'm not really paying attention to, when I'm gaming, I'm not paying attention to reflections, really. I'm just gaming, you know. Games are not so technical to the point where like, oh, a reflection. Oh, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not so technical like that. But coming from what I was coming from, dude, this right here is still good as hell. You will not be playing League of Legends and have something like this and be upset. This would allow you to play League of Legends to the ultimate preset. This would allow you to play Dota 2 to the ultimate preset. This would allow you to play games like Terraria at ultimate preset. You wouldn't really notice because, I mean, everyone has their preference, you know. I can't run 4K. I can using DSR, but like I said, it puts too much of a strain on the GPU. Hence, it gets hotter. Your GPU has a set limit of how much it can go until it shuts off. The game shuts off. It blue screens. You're done. I was getting a lot of blue screens with this, but I'm telling you, it's only because heat. Your GPU has a set limit. You can go into the afterburner and adjust that limit on how much power you want to use in between them. You know, the afterburner allows you to set how much you're gonna set the fan RPM to. It just allows you to overclock them. You know, the afterburner is what you use to modify your computer far beyond than what it's rated at. This one's overclocked, but we can overclock it more, and it'll take the overclock. I'm talking like 150 megahertz on the core clock and 300 megahertz on the memory clock. This will do that. It'll probably cap out at 150, but about 130 megahertz on the core clock, it'll do. And that's almost like 1700 megahertz. Like, these cards should not be achieving that. This card barely goes up to 2000 megahertz. The cards now, they go up to like 4000 megahertz. It's crazy now. It's insane power running through a GPU, 500 watts. Like, I watch Jay's 2 cents like a lot, and he's talking about like the GPUs now, the CPUs now are using like 2 double header 8 pins on the CPU. Like, Like this, what we're gonna do right now is a little 4-pin right there, dude. A little freaking 4-pin we're gonna use for the for the motherboard, and we're not gonna forget the other the 24 pin here for the main one. But you telling me that it's gonna use two 8-pins, right? The graphics card is using 500 watts tops, right? Okay. Your CPU is using 500 watts tops. Like, you're gonna need 1500 watts power supply, which is like insane, okay, to run your stuff if you want to upgrade fully. But this right here is what you can buy for a budget and get pretty much the same amount of graphics for let's say a PS4, all right, Xbox One. Like my computer, as you can see, it'll do like better performance in the Xbox One than a PS5, okay? But that's not what we're looking at. What we're looking at is how much can you budget, what can you save so you don't go broke trying to play video games. Because the whole point of playing video games is to save the most amount of money, because you're going to be spending a lot of money on power, okay, electricity. I'm running a generator just to run this thing. So you already know the reality of how much this is going to run up your total from being bought already. So you got to be mindful, man. You're not just spending, you know what I'm saying? You're not just spending $700 on the latest console. You're spending $700 and continuous on power, brother. And you want something reliable. These cards right here, as long as we don't overheat them, it's reliable, you know? But yeah, good cards right here, man. That's what we're going to be using. I'm sorry I had to go on a rant about it, but unfortunately I have to show the other side of me that cares for the consumer, because I have been working so hard my entire life just to fulfill a very large amount of people that are consumers, clients. However, I've been trying my whole life just to you know, just to give that appreciation back to the people who you don't see who make these things. And this is the way you can give that appreciation back, is to have something to say about what you have in your hand. And no matter if we go off on a 2-hour rant about what we have on our hand, we go off on a 5-minute rant, 10-minute rant, 30-minute rant, it all means something. And this is the way you thank the people who make these things, even though they're so hard to work with. This is the way you can thank them, because eventually, you never know, you know, anyone can watch it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I have to say about these cards, about next gen, about past gen, whatever. That's what I have to say about it. And it's pretty insane that we're no longer using little power supplies. We're using stuff at a 1500 watts, 2000 watts. It's crazy, man. That's insane power. This right here, this right here doesn't take more than like 100 watts right here. But we're gonna upgrade it into something that's gonna be able to. You're gonna be able to upgrade your GPU to the newest RTX 2000 series, to the 300 series. Maybe not to the 4000 series, but maybe to the 2000 series RTX. And that's just without breaking the bank. You know what I mean? And that's just if you want reflections, dude. The cards still perform terrible with the reflections on, unless you're going to be playing at a smaller resolution, like 720p with reflections. I don't know, man. But this is going to be able to play. You're going to be able to either install one of these in there or RTX card, depending on your budget. But ultimate price, final price, you're just gonna pay $300 to me for making this. You know what I mean? And you're gonna see me make it right here. Pretty cool. So yeah, man, I'm gonna be taking out the RAM right here. Hopefully this goes good, man. I mean, I didn't, like I said, I didn't want to record too many videos because like my phone storage is already like low. I didn't want to record too many videos about about me fixing all this. Just a live stream, just take it all in, you know. But yeah, this is what we're taking out of it. 4 gigs of RAM, 4 gigs of RAM sticks, 8 gigs. Unfortunately, that is not enough. As you can see, I'm using 8 gigs just to run the video, just to run the game right now. With Resident Evil 4, I'm using 8 gigs of memory just for the game. 8 gigs is not enough to game on. The iPhone, probably on an iPhone, 8 gigs is okay. But on a PC, 8 gigs of RAM, not gonna cut it, dude. This is not gonna cut it. I might even throw this last set into my set because I'm running, like I said, I'm running like a very, very old RAM, and this one might even work on my computer. But that's just because I know I'm running a potato, and I know I'm not gonna really play too much of the next gen games. I mean, I just don't think I am. And even if they do make them, dude, they gotta make a version with the people who are not gonna use ray tracing and the people who are gonna use ray tracing, because or else you're just gonna have like graphics card priced at $5,000. Graphics card priced at $5,000. All right, you're gonna buy a $5,000 graphics card, okay, and you're not gonna be able to use it. You're gonna have to have a beefier power supply, because we're talking about 500 watts to 700 watts coming from directly from the 12-volt rail and from the motherboard side. So you're gonna have to make some really big adjustments if you want the new 580 to run on your PC. Maybe you don't need to do that for the 4090, but even the 4090 is taking about 500 watts from the 12-volt. Okay, that's a lot of power, bro. Like, if you have a 650 watt PSU, 750 watt, it's not gonna run that shit. You're gonna have to upgrade to at least 1,000 watt PSU, and you might have to even get new pin connectors, because it's different kind of pin connectors. You know what I'm saying? It's the price you pay, brother. You either want to go with very expensive hardware, or you want to just play your video game. You know what I mean? I just want to play my video game. I have been building my computer for years now. But as you can see, I destroyed the motherboard. It's gone. But I replaced the motherboard and the CPU. But whatever. We just took out 8 gigs of RAM. It's not going to cut it. I got some other sticks I could maybe throw in there that are gaming RAM, probably. I don't know. I have to see what I have right here, but I just don't think this might cut it. And I have 16 gigs of RAM that I can't use because this thing doesn't support it. Look, the computer even fell asleep, brother. Yeah, still running good. Yeah, my computer can't use memory that's clocked to 1600 megahertz. So the more gigabytes I have for the memory is good with me. I don't really mind. Like I said, I just want my video games to run 8 gigs. I'm gonna plug some stuff here, try to get this down to the bone. Eventually I'll get to building the stuff, but you know what I mean. You got to explain yourself on everything you have in your hand. You know, I can't just grab it. It's just like, you know, everything has a story. This right here will play video games. It'll do 1080p, but unfortunately, Small little ATA, SATA ATA. This is not that bad. I might not be able to use this. I might have to like get a different kind, but this might just not cut it. It's too small. Look how small that is. But what the heck? Oh, you know what? You know what I can do is I can probably trade one of these for the ones I have in my computer. The ones that I have in my computer are too long. But this is pretty good actually. Probably connect the SSD to this one. Comes off right just like that. I'm telling you, we're not gonna stress too hard on it, because like when I get when this stuff gets to me, man, it gets to me. Okay, and the whole point here is to stay calm. You want to stay calm when you're dealing with these kinds of things. The whole point here is to stay calm, because the second it becomes a hardship, I'm telling you, it plays a strain in your brain that you feel like something is broken, but it isn't. Okay, it's just a configuration problem. That's it. Right here we got a Barracuda 500 gigabytes. This has our Trailer Park Boys episodes. This has our Malcolm in the Middle episodes. This has our Drake and Josh episodes, I think. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff on here that I wouldn't want to lose. So hopefully it'll just, right after we replace everything, it'll just boot right up, like if no change. Because all we're doing is just upgrading we're upgrading the GPU. Holy crap. And you know what, man? Oh, cool. It's just an 8-pin. All right. So, so look, check this out, man. So the CPU is pretty much there's no 24 pin on the motherboard. I don't know how this might play out with putting in a bigger graphics card. I don't know how it's gonna play out, but I assume that it would just get all the power from the 12 volt, because this is not a high power GPU. But yeah, the one connected to the motherboard is just an 8-pin. It's pretty crazy. It's gonna take some time to realize. Over your shoulder, you know that I'll always pick you up down. So why'd you turn around? Again, too small ATA, man. It's just way too small. So look, check this out, man. We got the SATA ATA here, power. But the funny thing about this one is that, like, it somehow is converted back to power. Yeah, somehow it powers itself from this cable here, from this little teeny little cutie little 6-pin tiny little guy here. It's a smaller version of the big freaking 6 pin we have on our on our. It's a version of the it's a version of the big uh of the big 6 pin we have connected to our GPUs, right? So look at this small one. It's just a small little guy, and it's connected directly to the motherboard. Okay, directly right to this one specifically right here. This one connects directly to this one right here. I'm hoping this is all gonna work. And like I said, we're just gonna it's like nothing changed, you know. We're just gonna put the bigger case in it, the bigger graphics card, and it'll start right up, you know. Hopefully that's what happens. Okay, that one doesn't unplug. We're gonna have to make it unplug. All right, so yeah, so holy fuck. Okay, no, that was okay, no, that was the fans. So yeah, we're also gonna have to change a couple of these fans because some of these fans are different kind of. They're just different kind of component. Um, they're just different kind of fans. So um, I don't. I have a couple fans in there, but I just don't think this is gonna work. Um, just the fans. I don't have it on here. Crap. What the heck? I thought I did have it on here. All right, so this is the point where I'm gonna have to wrench all this stuff out, and take all this stuff out. Um, hopefully, I'm telling you, hopefully we're gonna just plug and play. That's funny. For the cord that we took out of the motherboard, it actually says PCIe into the motherboard. That's so funny. So I basically just want to be neat about this. Um, I don't want to be too messy about it. I just want to be really neat about all this and just keep it like just keep it mess free, like so I don't like get too entangled in other stuff, you know. So this is my first problem here is I have taken all the screws out from the front here, but the board itself won't come off. Take the CPU is held in too. Take the fan off then. It's funny, it's just like a fan jammed into like a fucking slot. Made in China. Take off the CPU with it. And then do another one here. Yeah, that's loose. Definitely need new, definitely need new thermal paste. That stuff is horrible. Look at that. I think the other one is somewhere around there. I'm not too sure where. That is not good. That is not good. See, there's some glue onto the back. There's a lot of dirt right there. That looks nasty, man. Holy crap. This looks horrible. Doesn't want to come on. Alright, so let me take off the power supply now. Hopefully that'll come off. You know what? It might be because of the... Power supply, man. I will try some balut. I will try some balut someday. Someday I'll try some. So no good power supply. We're gonna go with something else. Okay. Hello everyone. I'm Elon Ma. Alright, so I don't know if this is gonna come out. Oh, I'm gonna have to slide it just like the power supply. It seems like this MOSFET here is brown. restart unless it has this connected. Oh. Oh. Bingo. Oh. Oh. Hell yeah. Ha ha ha. Look at that, my friend. Old. Viejo. Old. But we're still gonna use it. We're gonna dust it off. And all the dust is gonna go into our working PC because why not? Check this out, man. You know what? Let me do this somewhere else. So we clean it up a little bit. We cleaned it up. We clean it up a little bit. This is very old. Very, very old. But we're gonna make it work still. There goes the alarm ringing in my head. Like somebody said, no, don't trust him, no. Texting from his ex, what did you expect? Now you're lying here, knowing where he goes. Now we got that bitch. Somewhere that they come, that's where they go. Now we got that bitch. Right in the picture. There goes the alarm, there goes the Oh, it comes off. Oh, holy crap, that's a dope case. Holy shit. Holy. $10, brother. $10. That's crazy, brother. Look at this. Look, check this out, man. And then the whole thing slides out somehow. Ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho! But it doesn't unhinge, so we're gonna have to build from the side here. Oh, it doesn't hinge! Woo-hoo! Oh, that's dope, brother. Look at that. That's awesome, brother. Now we got all this to work with. Look at that. Oh, dang. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. We got new wires over here. Hopefully they all fit. I'm not too sure. They might not fit. I might have to like cut them and change them. That's crazy, dude. But the motherboard might not fit. I don't know. You gotta see, man. The rear L panel. Does it come off? Does it not? Let me see. It does not come off. Unless you like hammer it out. No. That's how it'll work. So we cannot take this one. We can't take it. So it's just gonna be exposed pretty much in there. But I guess it's the price you pay, brother. You can't really be too mad about it. The best we got to work with is something like this, but we can't take it out. Can't take it out. Fuck. Any problem? It seems we got a dimensions issue here. The dimensions are kind of slightly off. Why not? Can't really see it, I guess. There we go. Kind of gotta go to do that. Got that one in right there. Gotta angle it directly so the sensors don't line up. Oh yeah, they do right there. Okay. Connecting the fans is going to be a problem. Different kind of tier fans. Yeah, definitely connecting the fans. We're definitely not going to be able to use the same fans. I might have to do something else. There's another wire there too. I don't know what the hell is moving for. There's only like 3 wires. Well, actually, I can use the fans. No, I can't use that fan. Whatever. We got that one out. Now we're gonna put it back in. So check this out. We're gonna put this right in here. There's a lot of dust, so almost too big. Need a smaller one here. But it's funny because I have a smaller one here. I don't know where I put it. I'm gonna take our graphics cards. I'm gonna drop those. Okay, it's over there. We're just gonna use this big one here. This is a certain set size. Wow, they're slightly smaller. That's funny. They're just slightly smaller. Take this off. Maybe it's on my leg. What's up? Easy. Oh, but I already knew that. All right. Got it. Not even this one's gonna work like that. Okay, well, at least we know not to use those anymore. Or we won't. They all seem to be somewhat lopsided, which is not good. These are the same size. No, they're slightly smaller actually. These things. So we got that in. So the thing is, here is gonna be the I'm being a little bit too greedy here. This one, we're gonna have to do this. Get it out of there. Control panel for the front. This is fire wire. We don't have that, so we're not going to plug that one in. How's that hard drive gonna go in there? hard drive holders. Yeah, here we go. Only one of them. Yeah, there. Okay, there it is. These are for the hard drive. What kind of hard drive is this? It says hard drive, FDD, but what the f? Where's my guy from? I'm gonna worry about that later. Okay, so we're gonna have to take a look back here. Audio. Like this. PC is gonna have a kill switch. It's pretty cool, I guess. Okay. So this one is This one doesn't have a front end either. I guess it doesn't matter where you put it. The specs. The specs. We got a Core i3, Dell. Core i3 with a GTX 780, brother. Right here. This might not fit because the connections are in the way, it seems. Let's have to see how that's going to play out. I'm not going to take that one out. So the CPU, that's right. Destroy that. All right. So we got the thermal paste. I'm not gonna throw that on right now yet. As soon as I clean this, clean with some alcohol here. Doing pretty good, I would say. CPU, GPU doing good. There's a thermal paste on this one. That's why it was slow as hell. We just need to put it in. Put the thermal paste all in. I don't know if you can see that thermal paste. Can't really see it, but it's all good. You generally know what's going on here. Wait a minute. The screws were in the back. I assume we're gonna have to conjure up our own skill here. Alright, so what I'm doing right now is I gotta remove the back screws here. Um, really crack them up.
Yo, it's me. Just one more store. Just on the phone.
Alright. Get that out of there. Okay, do this.
It's not very well. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry for what? It's fine. What farm? I'm sorry. What's wrong? I'm sorry. You got my brain though. In drugs. That's like you took it out of him. Oh, you bitch. You're supposed to be my friend. He was just here. He was just here. He's going to go tell something about the phone. Where is it? No, you can't go. It's not good. Of course I'm going to go. Where is it? Oh, let's go look later. Wait, what? Can you meet me? He got involved in some big drug thing with them boys on the estate. He's in trouble.
Okay, where is he?
411 Alexander Point. I'll meet you there, yeah?
Go.
No, I'll go home, not you.
No, go home in case he comes back.
But now, you better pick up this phone. You get this message, you call me, yeah?
Look at me, but. Yeah, my weed. Don't fucking piss me off. Give me the bag. You can't do that. Listen, when I talk, you fucking listen. Don't try that fucking rough, you know. I'm not trying that. You little fucking kid. Shut up when I'm talking. You want to fucking play. Go take the shit. Come on. Fucking bag, man. Pass it. What the fucking kid, man? What the fuck you doing? What the fuck do you want now? Huh? What the fuck I said to you? Get the fuck off me! Get off me! Get off me! Leave me alone! Get off me! Get the fuck off me, man! Yo, get the fucking bag! Stay awake. You're around the kitchen. Somebody call an ambulance! Somebody get a fucking ambulance! Why is he dead? Is there another reason for this to happen? Sure. Fuck me, bro. Fuck me. Shut me every day. Fucking mistake. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean for it to happen. He was coming, he showed up. We got into it. Fucking, I don't even remember pulling the trigger, bro. It just happened. Sorry, this is fucking bad. Why? Stop going about it.
My phone might die right now, but I'm gonna charge it back up to 100, and then I'm gonna start the live stream again. But my phone might die right now.
Think about that. Listen, just be able to go. How long are you gonna be?
Oh no.
was talking about, yeah? You're right. Yeah, straight me down, man. Got the gun by me agreement as well. You've made the right decision, son. You and me are going to make a lot of money for each other. You just have to trust me. Did you bring a thing? Yeah, I got it. Give it to me. I'll take care of everything. Get rid of it, yeah? Look at the guys over here. He's got 5 pieces of meat. Let me fucking stop, mate. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Rich is dead. Yeah. He's dead. I did. Just now. Yeah. Why? Because he fucking wanted you dead, bro. I wanted to set you up because you're a fucking liability. And you know what? I just say my day. You're my boy. I want to do you right. No matter how fucking stupid you are. Same, man. Shame, man. From now on, yeah, things are going to run differently around here. Understand?